happening now as wildfires continue to burn in southeast Georgia. The impact is going far beyond homes and land.
One local animal rescue is now caring for hundreds of displaced animals after a massive community effort to get them out safely. WSAV's Genevieve Lund went to the South Georgia Equine Rescue. She's in the newsroom this morning with more on how you can help. Genevieve, good morning.
Good morning. The South Georgia Equine Rescue has temporarily relocated after evacuating more than 200 animals. But what stands out the most is the hundreds that came together in the community to help make sure that no animal was left behind.
But the outpour was crazy. Like, I didn't expect as many people to show up as did.
In the midst of smoke and uncertainty was a race against time to save hundreds of animals. When wildfires threatened South Georgia Equine Rescue, owner Heather Gavitt knew they couldn't wait.
Monday morning, I woke up and, it was kind of on the fence on whether or not we should leave. And I just woke up and I said, we need to go.
With more than 150 dogs, 18 horses, and countless other animals, evacuation was no small task. So she put out a call for help, and the community answered. In a matter of hours, animals were scattered across multiple counties to safety. Now, this temporary property in Wayne County is home base as they begin to rebuild.
Now, because we obviously can't go back, our new property is about a mile and a half down the road. So it's just getting the funding together to finish that.
But not every animal escaped without injury, such as this donkey caught in the fire, now recovering from burns and smoke exposure.
It's basically the same thing firefighters get. They get flash burns from it.
And it's not just their animals. The rescue has taken in dozens more from owners who lost everything.
And he just said, Heather, I've lost everything. He says they don't have anywhere to come back to. He said, so if you can take them and give them a better home right now, he said that'd be the best.
But through it all, Heather says there's no time to stop.
If I sit down and cry in the corner, they're not going to get help.
And right now, the rescue says that their biggest need is funding to finish their new facility, along with food and supply for the animals in their care. To help, we'll have a link on our website. Reporting here in the newsroom, Genevieve Lund, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Thank you, Genevieve. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, it is Tuesday morning. We're taking a live look before the sun comes up out over the Bull River Bridge. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsey is in the Weather Center with more on the wildfires and our weather on the threes. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Kim. Well, as we continue to track a northeasterly to at least an easterly wind throughout the day, we'll keep a lot of that wildfire smoke well to our south, of course, outside of Wayne County. As Jessup, you're still going to have to deal with that smoke just due to the location of you, as we are closest to the smoke and the wildfire, currently sitting just to our south. As we head throughout the day, though, temperatures get back in the 40s and 50s. 56 degrees currently here in Savannah to 48 degrees right now in Metter. But as we head throughout the day, we're already starting to see a few breaks in the stubborn cloud cover that stuck with us all day yesterday. It will help warm our temperatures up. We're back out of the 60s and 70s throughout the afternoon. Those were our high temperatures yesterday. Back into the low to mid 80s, watching for temperatures to be right around or just below or just above average at 83 degrees for the high today here in Savannah, 86 degrees in Vidalia, and 85 degrees for the high today in Statesboro. We have two cold fronts arriving over this week. First one arrives tomorrow, the second one over the weekend. So coming up in just around 10 minutes, we'll talk about those cold fronts and the increase in rainfall totals through next week.
Alyssa, thank you. Happening now, Brantley County officials are easing some of the evacuation orders and reopening select roads as the ongoing Highway 82 wildfire keeps burning. The sheriff's office says it's adjusting those evacuation zones and road closures after a brief break in weather conditions. Officials stress this does not mean the fire is under control. Certain sections of roads are still closed. That includes the western portion of Albert Gibson Road and parts of Murphy Road leading toward Mineral Springs. The State Forestry Commission says the Highway 82 fire is burning 23,000 acres and is only 6% contained. Because of that break in the weather yesterday, though, officials say containment lines were able to be reinforced around the fire's perimeter along Highway 110 and Browntown Road. The fire, however, is still active and burning throughout that area.
Meanwhile, in Clinch and Eccles counties, the Pineland Road fire is now 23% contained and is estimated at more than 30,000 acres. That's according to the State Forestry Commission. The wildfire currently has 162 personnel and 62 resources assigned to it, backed by state, federal, and cooperating partners and agencies. Yesterday, the Georgia Forestry Commission responded to 10 new wildfires burning almost 20 acres statewide.
This does not include the fires happening right now in Brantley and in Clinch counties. If you are interested in helping victims of the wildfire, we have a link for you to do that on our website. You can check out WSAV.com/wildfire donations.
Happening today, Chatham County leaders are addressing wildfires across southeast Georgia and the current burn ban. The meeting will be held at 10 o'clock this morning in the commission chambers. Multiple agencies, including the Chatham County Fire and Police Departments, will be in attendance. Of course, we'll be there bringing you the very latest on air and online at WSAV.com.
There are also some concerns about air quality over the last few days because of the fires. Memorial Health is now sharing some new numbers on the rise of respiratory-related emergency room visits. Dr. Timothy Conley says allergy season usually peaks in early April and ER visits tend to drop, but right now it's the opposite. Just in the last week, more than 400 people have gone to Memorial's emergency room with shortness of breath, coughing, and other respiratory-related illnesses. This all comes as wildfire smoke contributes to lower air quality all across the region.
It's not healthy to inhale any type of smoke whatsoever, but this wildfire smoke is very dense. It's a lot of burning particulate organic matter that ends up in your lungs, and that can cause lasting and sometimes irreversible damage.
Doctors also remind people to limit their outdoor activity when air quality drops. You may want to turn to an indoor space like a gym or other indoor activities.
New developments this morning. The Crocker case is now closed. Elwyn Crocker Sr. entered a guilty plea yesterday morning in Effingham County Court for the deaths of his son and daughter, Elwyn Jr. and Mary Crocker. The siblings were found buried in the family's backyard in 2018. Their father will now avoid the death penalty after he admitted to abusing and murdering the children. District Attorney Robert Busby says the decision to drop the death penalty wasn't easy, but it was their best option due to the age of the case and deceased witnesses. He said any delay in the court system almost always benefits the defense, and this case is 7 years old. Elwyn Sr. pleaded guilty to malice murder, aggravated sexual battery, cruelty to children, concealing the death of another, and false imprisonment. Busby says the death of their key witness, co-defendant Roy Prater, would have left a major gap in testimony during the trial.
He spoke to law enforcement for hours and hours and hours. He incriminated co-defendants. He described what happened inside the house. His passing means all of that evidence that he was going to provide for us is now gone.
According to the DA's office, there was a third child in the Crocker home when the abuse and murders took place. James Crocker, who has cerebral palsy, will avoid the possibility of testifying now that this case is not going to trial.
The city of Pooler has approved the purchase of 35 acres of wetlands throughout the city. Leaders say it's the beginning of a larger initiative to help protect natural habitats. Officials say preserving this land will help with stormwater drainage and will protect the wildlife. They say plans are to eventually turn the area near Pine Barren Road into a trail access point leading to the pond. The purchase was funded through the city's tree fund that originally was used to buy and plant trees. In March, council approved a change in the fund allowing that money to be used to purchase land like this.
It's not the residents, it's not the taxpayers. The money for the tree fund comes from developers that they contribute. If they can't meet green space requirements, certain rules, they can fund the tree fund instead.
As for a timeline, city leaders say there isn't one just yet. While the land has been purchased, the city still needs to secure the grants to turn it into that walking path that they envision.